Guys, Jacinta may have outsmarted the South African government, creating a way for her movement to continue its community operations without anyone easily raising a finger against her members. Daughters of Eve, we have to be proud of this, our sister. What? When Jacinta sensed trouble coming, she did not run away like some of the other ones. So she created an escape route. And when you understand the timing of her latest move, everything begins to make sense. Friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to walk you through Jacinta Zuma's explosive press conference, the achievements she is claiming, and the clever legal move that may have placed her several steps ahead of the South African government. My name is Mami Soma. Stay with me. Jacinta is very intelligent. When the Interministerial Committee presented its first report and Minister Mamaloko Kubayi spoke about arresting and prosecuting imposters.
If you go into a house, you go to a shop, you go to a factory, and you want people to produce documentation, you will be arrested, and the charge will be impersonation of a law enforcement agency, and they must go and look in the schedule how many years you'll go to prison for, because people don't understand. Impersonating a law enforcement agency is a serious crime in this country. So want people to stop it. Give us the details, we'll be able to deal with it. So some of the people have been giving feedback to say, these people have gone into this factory they give us. We've been depositing with the police, and we've said we want to see the arrests happening. So we'll start monitoring the arrest versus the convictions. So the trials want to see them running, want to start seeing convictions so that it becomes a deterrent. It doesn't become a rhetoric.
My first thought was, what about all those people we saw in videos moving from shop to shop, demanding documents from foreign nationals and ordering them to leave? Will they also be arrested, or is the warning only for people who will do it in the future? Immediately, Jacinta and her team came to mind. Then not too long afterwards, we heard some members of this movement saying they will not march again. Some of the people who were previously very visible simply disappeared from the picture. I mean, you know them, Ngizwe, Mtakati, you know them, right? They vanished from the picture. Perhaps they realized that this thing was gradually moving from protest into possible arrest and prosecution. But Jacinta, knowing very well that could befall her movement, appears to have made a smarter move. She is building a legal shield. Instead of continuing only as an ordinary group of citizens moving through communities, she is creating recognized institutions with official names, leadership, structures, boards, lawyers, and clearly stated objectives.
Today, we announce the movement's bold decision to establish a forum for all South Africans and blacks in particular. This forum will provide justice to the voiceless South Africans who, for many years, justice had remained a distant cousin. We have established a non-profit entity which shall trade under the name of SA First Forum. This organization will be the vanguard of South African citizens. It will, as and when necessary, litigate against the state on behalf of predominantly black people, owners of the economy and private individuals. The objective of the forum is to create a justice and legal buffer. South Africans who cannot vindicate their legal rights, the first case to be dealt with by this forum shall be in relation to the circular which has been issued by the South African Police Service, which we deem to be unconstitutional. The movement will also use this foundation to engage with all the like-minded South Africans to fund the education of a black child, build a safe net for the future of our country. The foundation shall trade under the name and style M&M Foundation, and this entity has been registered as a non-profit organization. The movement shall engage in the process of establishing boards for these entities and appoint acting chief executive officers in the next coming weeks.
So in plain language, Jacinta is establishing two organizations. Yes, you heard me, two organizations. The M&M Foundation will work inside communities. You understand? Dealing with drugs, prostitutions, education, and other social problems. The South African First Forum will become the legal arm, taking cases to court and defending South African citizens. The M&M Foundation can enter communities and say it is fighting drugs, prostitution, trafficking, and other crimes. Through that framework, the movement can continue organizing residents, right? Identifying suspected criminal activities and conducting community operations, and also asking for legal documents, but now under the name of a recognized organization. Then, if the government attempts to arrest or stop members of the movement, the South African First Forum will be there as the legal arm to challenge the government, provide lawyers, and defend them in court. Even though this is not automatically giving them the power to act like immigration officers, it could give their operations a level of structure, legitimacy, and protection that they did not have before under the match and match. And we have also seen Jacinta use the court successfully. Do you remember when she and other representatives were removed from the national dialogue process? She took the government to court and secured interim relief. So Jacinta already understands that if you want to fight the government, protesting in the street alone is not enough. You must also prepare yourself legally, right? The government is saying if ordinary citizens continue demanding documents and ordering foreigners to leave, we will arrest them. And Jacinta's answer appears to be, then we will no longer operate only as ordinary citizens. We will build institutions, give our operations an official framework, and prepare lawyers to defend us. Whether this is exactly what she intends or not, the timing is very difficult to ignore. Just when the government is preparing arrest and prosecutions, Jacinta is preparing a community foundation on one side and a legal defense organization on the other. And that is not an ordinary move. This is a woman planning several steps ahead. Now, Jacinta insists this is not a political project, right? But let us be honest, this is how serious political power is built. First, you identify the pain of the people. Then you mobilize them. After that, you create organizations that defend them legally, support them socially, and speak for them nationally. So whether Jacinta contests an election or not, she is no longer merely an activist leading people through the streets. She is building an alternative center of influence, and South Africa's established political parties should be paying very close attention. So guys, did Jacinta feel she was beginning to lose solidarity after the worldwide backslash, especially when South African ministers had to travel around Africa trying to repair relations? And did she need the perfect comeback to remind South Africans why they supported her in the first place? Because judging from the people praising her in the comment section of the SABC press briefing, it appears to have worked though. Has Jacinta genuinely outsmarted the government, or am I giving her too much credit? Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'll be there to read all the comments, and please like and subscribe. My name is Mame Zuma. Until next time, bye.